finally guys, point number 3 is mock exams. Again, very easy. Everyone says it, barely anybody does it. You've got to attempt at least 3 mock exams by yourself in exam conditions and self-evaluate. So what I mean by this is that when I say exam condition is at home, open your laptop, lock yourself in a room for 3 hours 15 minutes, tell everybody to not disturb you. If required, throw the key away. In those 3 hours 15 minutes, act like it's a real exam. Read the question. Always, one other tip guys, read the question by starting with reading the requirement. If any of you have attempted ACCA, you'll know the requirement comes at the end and that's the question. Above that is the entire case study or whatever is the question format. So what most students do is they start from the top, they process the case study and then they read what is required and then they restart reading everything to find the answers. You do the opposite. Read the requirement first. Upfront, you know what they're asking, so that when you start reading the case study, you can start immediately jotting down and marking what the requirement is, where the answers are, and you'll end up saving a lot of time. Again, answer the questions in full numeric, solve every sentence properly, type it down without any spelling errors, without any shortcuts, because that's how you would do in the real exam. Time yourself. Please time yourself. Give the mock exam. Once you're done, take a break and then self-evaluate, right? You will always have the answers to the mock you've given. Check your answers, right? Try and give yourself. This will all take time, but it is worth it because it will solve another 3 months of you re-attempting an exam, right? So mark yourself on each of these answers that you gave, and let's hypothetically assume you have scored just 50. You just cleared, or you just failed, or just passed. Do that again in a day or 2, right? This time, take this entire effort again. Maybe you'll score a few more marks, right? But at least you're starting to clear. You know where your weakness is, whether it's time management, whether it is reading the questions and making silly errors, whether it's some concept which you need to go back and revise. At least you're getting used to it. Give a third mock. By this time, you should be much more comfortable. And now imagine this, when you go for the final exam, that's almost like your 4th mock. Everything is the same. By this time, you're so used to, hopefully, you're so used to the entire pattern that in the exam, your entire focus is on the questions. It's on remembering your answers, and you are not at all jittered by time management, by a complicated trick question, because you've gotten used to it. You know when to skip a trick question. You know when to not spend too much time on a particular question because of your time management practice. And this is how you will be able to, hopefully be much more confident about clearing the actual exam.